Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Amy, and I know my eye makeup is all over the place. I put on some maroon eyeshadow and got a little crazy with it, but tonight I say tonight because right now it's 2:30 a.m. I'm making a video. But tonight or today, whenever you're watching this, I am going to dive into one of my favorite pastimes, arts and crafts. I know that I'm closer to 30 years old than I am 20. However, I still enjoy doing arts and crafts. You're never too old. And I'm going to show you some of the things I've been making for Easter, or that I've made for Easter. And I'm going to show you a few different markers that I've just purchased. And then we're going to take a little fun quiz together. It's a little personality quiz, kind of. Anyway, so I got about 10 different decorations here for Easter. I got them at Dollar General. They were all about $1 each, and they were all very fun to make. They're very simple, and I'm going to go through them right now. This was a figurine that I painted. It's a chick. He's wearing a sideways cowboy hat, and then he's sitting in an eggshell. All right, and then this is a little wooden ornament. It's falling apart. See, it's got a ribbon on top that's a pretty bright yellow. And then it's pink and blue and some yellows too. All right. This is something that it's new to me. I don't know if it's new to Dollar General in general. But these, I'm trying to put my shoes back on. I'm sorry for all the ruckus. But these are wooden stickers. There's 9 of them. And I have butterflies, trolls, gnomes, and sheep. I tried to do them all kind of opposite colors, but they still look the same, kind of. So that way we know that they're all related somehow. My brother loves sheep and lambs, so he's going to love seeing the sheep stickers. And I colored a dog. It came with markers, and it's yellow. Gives me Lisa Frank vibes, and my mom will love this because she's a dog person. I am too, but I'm cats. I love cats too. Okay, we have a picture of a sheep that I painted, or a lamb, for Easter. Very cute. I actually got that one at Walgreens, actually. This one's from Dollar General. It was about $1.89 from there. All right. And this one was the first one I made, and it was very fun. It's a little foam craft. It came with foam stickers, but mainly it was some pieces of foam that you would stick together. It reminds me of, it looks like to me like it's going to go through an Easter parade. I don't even know if Easter parades are a thing. Put that there. All right. Okay, now we got a few different, I think the rest of these are ornaments that I either painted or colored or did scratch art with. This is one I painted. It says Happy Easter. I see I'm putting in one of my windows. Okay, and then we have about 8 of them here that are what they call scratch art. So basically, scratch art, they were all these little ornaments. They came, had a kind of a black coloring on it, covering. I don't know what you would call it, but anyway, it came with a stick, and then you would scratch all the black covering off, and it would reveal a color like this. And a picture, so we have 2 chicks in a basket. They're pretty much, they're all identical, the 2 of a kinds. 2 Easter eggs. 2 bunnies in cars. And then 2 bunnies, there it is, wearing glasses. Out of that, I think my favorite might be the bunny driving a car. All right, so the rest are some ornaments wooden ornaments that I colored. They had a pack of 4. They came with 4 different color markers, and I'm going to show them to you. It's the first one. They all look kind of similar, but not exactly alike. Here's the second. There might be the different colors of peeps that you find in the stores. Well, the regular Peeps. I'm not talking about the different flavored ones. And then we have this one. This is probably my favorite, I think. Okay, and last but not least, we have the last wooden ornament. It says Happy Easter, and it's a nice big egg. All right, so that was it for the decorations that I've found so far that were arts and crafts related for Easter. All right, so the same day I bought all those decorations to make. Dollar General. Sorry, I was worried for a minute that I was going to turn into a coughing spell, but it's not. We're good. So that same day, Dollar General had two different sets of markers that I have not had. They're both made from Crayola. The first one is perfect for springtime. It's pastel Crayola Super Tip markers. It comes in 20 colors. And I'll read them to you on the back. We have Mauvelous, however you say that. Mauvelous, Salmon, Beige, Melon, Peach, Apricot, Banana Mania, Spring Green, Palm Leaf, Granny Smith Apple, that's my favorite kind of apple, Seafoam Green, Cool Mint, Turquoise Surf, Powder Blue, Cornflower, Cadet Blue, Periwinkle, Wisteria, Purple Mountains Majesty, and Wild Orchid. And I've actually used these already. The only complaint I have is this was very hard to open, and it's kind of ripped up now of the box. They're very nice markers, all the same. Where did I put it? So I colored this picture that I found in the family flyer. I don't know if the family flyer is available everywhere or just in Northwest Indiana, but basically it's kind of like a little monthly magazine that my family gets in the mail, and I'm sure maybe other people do too. It has different things in the magazine. Usually it has like maybe recipes, birth announcements. This one particularly had gardening tips. It had ways to prevent, I think it was colorectal cancer or something. Just a few different random things. I think, it has lists different events going on in Northwest Indiana. But anyway, I mean, I read it, but I don't read it. You know what I mean? I just flip through the book usually, or magazine, whatever it is. But anyway, it usually has a coloring contest for kids, and I don't enter the coloring contest. Obviously, I'm not a child, but I usually like to take the picture out and color it just for fun. And this month in particular, they had a dog that's ready for spring, and he's cute. I use my pastel markers to color him. And the coloring contest, if you win the coloring contest, it consists of some kind of prize from Family Flyer. It doesn't really specify what it is. But anyway, and the next thing I have not used, it's another set of markers, as I mentioned. It's Crayola Neon Washable Markers. There's 10 different colors, and we're going to read them on the back. All right. Okay, I was confused for a minute because, it says 10 neon colors up here, but I looked on the back and it says 7 colors glow in black light, and I was like, wait, it has 10 of them, but then I looked over and it says bright neon colors as well. So anyway, we're going to go through these together. And the 3 bright neon colors include Cerise, however you say that, Sky Blue, and Cerulean. This is so cool to me because I never saw, maybe they did exist, but I've never seen colors like the ones featured in here in the pastel marker set. When I was a kid in marker form, it was always just in crayons. I never even saw them in colored pencil form. They might have existed, but I had only ever seen them in crayons. But anyway, now the colors that glow in black light are Atomic Tangerine, Purple Pizzazz, Screaming Green, Shocking Pink, Electric Lime, Laser Lemon, and Neon Carrot. And in the fine print, it says black light not included, which was not really a surprise, as you can see. I'm really excited to try these out. I just have to find something to color with these or draw or something. But I don't have a black light, unfortunately, so I'm not, as of now, I don't have one, so I'm not going to be able to try that out just yet. But I'm sure it does work all the same, because Crayola is a very reputable company. It's been around forever. It's iconic. It's everything. Okay, so for the quiz, this is a magazine that I've had since I was in middle school. It's called Quiz Fest. Now, I was a teenager once, believe it or not, and I wasn't really a fan of any of the people in this magazine. I mean, I didn't dislike any of them particularly. I just wasn't a big fan. So in this magazine, we had celebrities such as Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift, Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato, the Jonas Brothers. I don't know, maybe they weren't in this one particularly, but anyway, it was people like that. That's people who were the teen idols when I was a teenager. So with that being said, even though I wasn't a huge fan of any of the celebrities, I did love taking the quizzes in here because I'm such a quiz fanatic for some reason. And I always bought the magazine it came out every season, so it would come out every spring, summer, fall, and winter, obviously. And I would buy it every 3 months. And I would buy some of the other magazines too, like M Magazine. I don't know if that's still around. They have one called J14. I think that one just came back in print. And Tiger Beat Bop was one other one, I think. And then Twist Magazine was one, I think. But Quiz Fest was my favorite just because there were so many quizzes and it was pretty much the center of the whole magazine was quizzes. So there's one in here this issue was from the summer of 2011. So I would have been about 14, going on 15 in this era. So this one is called What Does Your Fave Painting Reveal? Choose a pic that draws you in the most and find out what it means about your inner soul. All right, so I'm going to show you a quick glance at the page. That's Victoria Justice. She was in a show called Victorious on Nickelodeon. I didn't really watch it, but anyway. Are you more this one? This one? I'm trying to position it, sorry. This one? Or do you prefer this one? All right, I'll give you a few seconds to figure out what your favorite is. All right, time's up. Pencils down. Okay, so if you picked the first one, Pop Art by Andy Warhol, and I don't know if any of these are the actual names or if these are just vague descriptions are given of the paintings, kind of little nicknames for them, if you will. But anyway, moving on. Pop Art by Andy Warhol. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. And if you chose this popular pop art print, you've got 1,000 words to spare. You're outspoken, talkative, and chatty. No wonder you'd be voted social butterfly at school. You're confident and say what's on your mind, which sometimes could get you into trouble with people who you just meet. Even so, you would never stop being who you are to please others. You'd be a great politician because you stand your ground. Okay, if you chose this one, The Red Poppy by George O'Keeffe, your result is flowers are known to have a happy and calming effect on people. And that's a lot like you. Even when you're way stressed with end of the year tests and homework, you know how to zone out and stay positive. Your relaxing attitude is contagious. Experts also agree that people who are attracted to bright flowers are detailed and organized. Alright, so if you picked the third option, let me zoom them in a little more. There's like a poster next to it. There we go. Modern Paint Splatters by Jackson Pollock. If you like abstract art, that means you're Miss Independent, and the random paint splatters mean you're super unique too. You make a great leader because people look up to you for guidance and advice. Like when your buds are trying to hang on a Friday night and they look to you to decide where to go and make the plans. You have a natural leadership skill that shows you're cool and confident and make quick decisions. Okay. So this last one here, Dreamy by Vincent van Gogh. This pick is an all-time fave for imaginative and dreamy people like you. There's a reason why your notebooks are covered in doodles and you have journals filled with your goals. You're hardworking, passionate, and have big plans for the future. Experts say that liking this dreamy art reveals that you'll conquer any obstacle to get a job done. Alright, so comment down below what your result was, like which painting you picked, and if whether or not that actually describes you. I personally went with the last one, the Vincent van Gogh painting. I think it's called Starry Night is its official name. And that is actually kind of a somewhat pretty accurate description of me. I do have a lot of goals, and I do draw in a lot of my notebooks and stuff like that. And I do work hard to get my goals accomplished. But that's enough about me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and thanks for watching. Bye.